The previous program that I was in was real big on when you're going through your questions, you kind of pick out those general if questions. You take out your that first question that you always get that's just your ordering question. Get that one out of the way, and then jumping around versus going down the list, and almost kind of pushed you into guessing on that last question that was usually around, substitution of rules. What are your thoughts on that? Because I know that sometimes in some of your videos you say, hey, listen, it might be a better idea to just go through them, because by the time you get to that last one, you've done all this work and you have all these multiple diagrams drawn.
Yeah, great question. So I do think there's something to be gained in logic games from jumping around a bit, because your local diagrams, those if questions, can help you solve the more general global questions. As for how that works in practice under timed conditions with the digital or the flex, where you can only see one question at a time, you have to play with that and see if it works for you. I think for me, it's worth it, but to each their own. I would try that out a little bit just under the real format of the test day itself. But I would never recommend guessing on a rule sub question by default. There are strategies you can apply to solve those well. In fact, I did an entire workshop just on rule substitution questions inside the course. So I wouldn't want you to sacrifice any questions. But I think point taken that about you said that those diagrams will help you with the questions you attempt at the end. So all your previous work is available to use, and I would maximize the use of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that was one of the issues. I was like, why would I just, I get, I'm running low on time and there's no, points taken away for a wrong answer. So yeah, if you have to guess, but I'm not going to just like start Christmas treeing the last questions on the exam. Like that's, that is throwing away points. Because I've seen working through some of these, once you've encountered a few of them, they look intimidating, but I think sometimes that's part of the point, is they're just supposed to look kind of mean and angry and intimidating. But once it's like, oh no, I know exactly what they're asking for. And it just turns out that I was playing with a diagram that fits this substitution right here perfectly well. And the answer just jumps right out at you. So I was curious to see your thoughts.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And rule sub really isn't any harder than anything else. As you said, it just looks intimidating. And because they don't come up as frequently as other questions, it seems like they're totally out of left field. But if you drill them, like I recommend, then you can see the patterns and how to approach them. And as you said, previous diagrams can help you out a lot there too. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.